started rowing at Western my freshman year, and prior to that I had some experience in high school doing like cross country, track, swim, soccer, but never rowing. I grew up in Phoenix, so I didn't really know too much about the sport. But I got up here and I tried it out during the fall, and I really fell in love with it, and I kept going for all 4 years. I love reading, I like writing. I like, I guess hiking, doing stuff outdoors. Washington's a really nice spot to be in terms of being able to kind of capitalize on all the nice things around here. There's mountains, you got all sorts of lakes. It's a nice place to be. Probably the most significant moment that I've had so far in terms of the sporting world at Western is during my freshman year. I finally got to the point when I really figured out what it meant to try to push yourself, past the boundaries you thought you had. And I was doing a 2K erg piece with my pair partner Nate. It was the first time I'd ever blacked out during a piece, and couldn't see when it was done. It's the first time I really felt that much pain and been able to push through it. And for me that was significant because it sort of symbolized the first time where I felt like, since there's no standouts, in a boat or on a team, you can only race as fast the person who's the least committed, who is the slowest in the boat. So for me, it's one of those things where I finally sort of proven to myself that I was committed to the other guys the way that they were to me, and I felt like I kind of finally earned my spot on the team and my spot on the boat. Hopefully continue on a little bit further. Making it onto a national team would be really cool. Sort of continue the summer success, I think, would be good. But ultimately, it'd be fun to come back and help coaching out, or help out with the coaching at Western a bit. But I'm not really sure yet. So professionally, I want to try to get involved. Hopefully something works out in the medical field. But it's one of those things, where I'm still so far from graduating, I'm probably about a year out, that I don't want to plan too much too early. Okay, so advice I'd give to someone younger who's just getting started in the sport, I'd say definitely something to try out at first. But once you get a feel for whether or not it's a sport and something that sort of matches your interests, it's definitely something you have to commit to fully. It's there's so much sacrifice associated with the sport. There's so much pain and just general circumstance that sort of challenges you, that if it's something where you're kind of going into it just for the sake of trying it, you're not going to get what you should out of it. And it's one of those things where you can have everybody else out there giving 100% all the time. You have to be able to match that commitment if you're really going to do right by yourself and do right by the team. The best part for me with being involved with the team is definitely just the aspect of community you get from it. It's really rare, I think, in life that you end up having people that are so willing to do so much for you and so much for you to succeed. It's one of those things where everything you do is always taxing mentally. You've got to push yourself insanely far physically, and you've got such a supporting group of dudes there with you, helping you out, coxswains too. So I think, like I was saying, it's really rare that you end up having, the other day we were doing a piece in the gym, I had Big Mike, Nick Jensen, all these guys, throwing up, they've been working so hard. And it's really rare that you find people willing to go through that to, essentially benefit the team. There's no one's going to individually ever win a race. And seeing people out there, doing that essentially for the success of everyone around them and for you, it's really inspiring for me. And that's sort of what I try to work for whenever I'm out there doing pieces. I always try to think about, how hard everyone else is working for me and how much they're doing to, help me succeed. And I just try to reciprocate that, and I always try to build off that sort of sense of community. Bellingham, probably the location. I just like, I came from Phoenix, so a pretty big, hot desert city, and up here it's just nice. Everyone's very friendly. The weather's awesome. I love all the trees. I love all the rain. I love having the lakes around here. The people are great. So really I guess all of it. Growing up, I'd say, my parents were hugely formative, as well as my brother. I got really lucky in that my whole family it's full of people that they're very altruistic in what they do, and they're constantly, they're always proud, I guess, of a value that got instilled in me was, always be proud of what you've accomplished, but always know there's more you can do. And I think that's something that, I just see reflected in something I saw in my family and something I also see reflected in the team, and I think that's why I feel so at home most of the time there. For me, it's really significant. It's just such a good opportunity for me to be able to give back to everyone that's done so much for me along the way. Any success, anything I've ever done in the sport has always been to the credit of others. It's definitely a rough road to get down. There's been plenty of times, it's been cold, it's been rainy. the 4 a.m. mornings, start to grind on you, and you've always got someone there pushing you and someone working for you. So I think for me, it's one of those things where I not only get to give back to my teammates this summer, I get to do right by my family, my friends, everyone outside of the school who's done so much to support me, everyone that's ever helped me out along the way, and I get a chance to hopefully represent and do well by not only Western, my family, everything like that, but also the whole country.